This is how you lift depression through vibration. So you're gonna vibrate your hands. If you've ever watched the series The Flash, he vibrates, right? You're gonna vibrate, and since we know that the liver controls your depression, regulates your depression, we wanna vibrate your hand all around your liver area. This is my right side. So liver, vibrate around. Now here's the thing, why does this work? Because the muscles, tendons, ligaments, blood vessels, nerves that connect to your liver, they go up your chest, your arm, into your shoulder. That's why when you're depressed, it feels heavy, right? Because all of this is connected to your liver. And so if you vibrate your hand around your liver, okay? You want to do this 3 times a day for 2 minutes each time. 3 times a day, vibrate your hand around the liver. That engages all of the nerves and also relaxes the shoulder by vibrating. You can do it both sides, right? Give this a try. Let me know if it works, all right? And follow me on TikTok.
I saw introduced on the newspaper. Then the first time I came and doctor checked up and doctor gave me, because I've been the car accident, my body a lot of problem, pain, back pain, leg pain, and my hand broken and could not move easy. So I showed that to the doctor, and doctor gave me acupuncture. Now I am very strong, more than 1 month already. I am very strong, I feel very good. Even winter when I don't have the stick, my hand too much or my leg, I don't have pain, I can walk now. But 80%, 85% relief. I'm so happy, and I will continue to do more.
Hey guys, Jimmy Yen here, the acupuncture guy with Achieve Integrative Health, and we're going to bring you another daily power tips. So today's Wednesday. So Wednesday we talk about wisdom Wednesday. And so I like to pull from, Confucius, because thousands of years old of wisdom, you can't go wrong. Actually, they say history repeats itself, right? That's why a lot of economists, or actually any industry, you look at what's been done in the past so that you can learn what's going to happen in the future. And so that's with wisdom also. And so there's a myth that knowledge, we've heard the quote, knowledge is power, right? That's actually a big myth. Knowledge is not power. Confucius, thousands of years ago, he learned that he who learns does not think, but does not think is lost. And he who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. So what does that all mean? So if you're learning but you don't think, right? So basically you're just constantly learning. I see this within my profession, and people are constantly learning. They're going to this seminar, this course, they're taking this webinar, and especially during COVID, like everybody's doing a webinar, right? I mean, look, I'm doing this, right, online. And so there's so many things, there's so many webinars, so many trainings, online trainings that you can do right now. And I see that in my profession, and it's all these people are learning, going to this webinar, training this, they're on the webinars all day. But here's the problem, they're learning, but they're not thinking, and it's lost, right? So what that means is they've got so much knowledge, right? So much knowledge, but yet they don't know where to start. They fall into the problem of analysis paralysis. They learn so many tools in their tool belts that they don't know where to start. And so it's almost like the same as if they didn't have any tools. Or actually, if you only had one or two tools, you would be better off than having a full belt of 20 tools. Let's say you had a whole belt of 20 tools versus you just had a screwdriver and hammer, right? Well, if you only had 2 tools, then you would use those 2 tools, right? Okay. But the thing is, you would be taking action. So that's what it means by knowledge is not power. It's applied knowledge that gives you power. So just having the knowledge, taking all these webinars, getting all this information, it's not going to help you anything. It actually helps you fall into the trap of analysis paralysis, which is not going to help anybody. It's not going to help your patients, and it's not going to help yourself. And let's think about people that are trying to improve their health because of COVID. Actually, in COVID has actually made our health even worse. Being at home is probably one of the worst things for our health. That's why it's important for you to get outside, get out and exercise. And so people are online, whether it's, like we treat neurological problems. So people are going online to figure out, okay, what can I do for my neuropathy? What can I do for my migraine? What can I do for my tremors, right? They're going online, going to webinar to webinar to webinar. They don't ever take any action. That's the key. Even if you have, if you don't have the complete tools or the complete information, if you just take action, you are better off than going on to webinar to webinar to webinar and not taking any action to improve your health, right? So he who learns, which basically means you're just learning. All you're doing is just reading. You're just inputting information, right? But you don't process that information. You don't utilize it. You don't analyze it. You don't apply it. Then you're going to be lost. You're actually worse off than when you didn't have the knowledge, right? And then the next one is he who thinks but does not learn. So you're thinking, so that means these are people who think they know it all, right? I don't need to, I know what to do. I know what to eat. I know how to eat right? I know how to be healthy. I know how to exercise. But here's the problem. But does not learn, so someone who thinks they know everything and doesn't expand their knowledge, on the flip side, it's kind of the flip side of this, right? It's like someone who thinks they know it all, but they don't expand their knowledge. They don't get new information. It's not necessarily new current information, but new old information, like learning from the past, like I'm doing today. We're learning from the past because these things are still happening, and these occurred thousands of years ago. So the human mind hasn't really changed. So if you think you know how to, how to improve your diet, how to get healthy, if you think you know how to exercise, go out and do it, right? And you should be seeing the results. If you don't see the results, then you need to get new information. But if you don't get new information, see, he who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. If you don't get information, you're actually going to decline, right? Because there's only three basic movements. When we look at statistics, there's only three basic ways that you can go. You can improve, or you can decline, or you can stay the same, right? And so we rarely stay the same for too long. So really, you really have two types of activities, two types of movement that you can occur in your body. And that's one is you're improving your health constantly, you're going towards optimal health at all times, or you're going the opposite. You're going in decline. So you're in degeneration, right? So if you don't get new information new information as in new to you, not necessarily new technology, new stuff, new information to you. If you don't get new information for you, you're going to be going decline. Even if you've been maintaining a plateau usually means you're about to go into a decline, right? So when you're plateauing, you're maintaining your health, but you're not improving your health, you're about to go to a decline. So you need to get new information, otherwise you're in great danger. That's why we see this in chronic degenerative diseases. They're called chronic because they happen over time. They don't happen overnight. And so what that means is over years, you've been doing the same thing, thinking you know what to do, and you've been maintaining the same thing. You've been at a plateau. But over years, that plateau ends up in decline. That's why it's called chronic degeneration. Over years, you're degenerating, right? But you can actually flip it and go in by improving. How? You got to get new information. See, Confucius knew that thousands of years ago. And so if you can do these two things, right? Constantly learn, constantly putting new stuff, but not bombarding yourself with too much information. Learn something new, apply it. After you've applied it, then go learn something else new and apply it, right? Don't just go out and grab all these new ideas and never implement and fall into analysis paralysis, right? So definitely I have learned through this, and I'm currently learning this, how to juggle. It's not a definite formula, not necessarily a definite formula, but it's not a smooth line, right? Even when you do this, you're going to have your ups and downs. But the key is, are you constantly fluctuating upwards, or are you constantly fluctuating downwards, okay? So hopefully this was beneficial. I like to do these because it reminds me of what I need to do and what I need to improve on myself. And so let me know if there's anything else that you want me to talk about. Share, comment below in the post, and I'll look something up, we'll discuss it, and we can all learn together. All right, guys, Jimmy Yen from Achieve Integrative Health, and as always, everything in life is achievable.